Hey, it's me, GV. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last episode, we made our way into Lucky 38 Casino. We met Mr. House. He wants us to work for him. He wants us to find the platinum chip for him, but I think we're going to be doing things our own way. So before we jump back into the main quest, I just want to show you guys that obviously when you go to this elevator you can go to different places. The casino is the ground floor, the presidential suite is like the house that he gives us, the penthouse is where Mr. House is, and right now where we are is the cocktail lounge. And if you go over here to the second, I believe, cash register, this one right here, there was a snow globe behind it, and I already took it. That was the one that I was talking about in the last episode that I said we could get after we talked to Mr. House. So now we're going to go back to the penthouse, which should lead us back to Jane. Hello, Jane.
Well, hello, sugar.
I know, I already talked to him. I've got a snow globe from Mr. House's collection.
You do? Why, that's just wonderful.
Yep, and that's another 2,000 caps in our pocket. Alright, so now what we're going to do... It's weird how for some places you have to talk to Victor, but other places you could just activate the elevator. Alright, let's go to the casino. The abandoned creepy casino with random Securitrons standing guard. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to continue on the main quest. Obviously there are tons and tons of side quests and things to do, but I think we're going to at least go meet Kaiser, who we've heard a lot about. Obviously he's the leader of Kaiser's Legion, the people that strung up people on crosses in Nipton. I don't expect him to be that great of a dude, but either way, we're going to go ahead and meet him. Oh,
Excuse me, but are you the courier who caused all of that trouble in the tops?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, well, we heard, we meaning the followers of the apocalypse, that you had been in there. The Lucky 38, I mean. And we were wondering if you could help us. If it's not too much trouble, of course.
How did you get enough money to enter the strip?
This is important enough to the followers that we scraped together the caps required for the credit check. And I'm staying at Vault 21, which is pretty cheap, for the strip anyway.
What does it involve?
Oh, great. The followers of the apocalypse, well, some of us anyway, have been interested in Mr. House's technology. How he stays alive. Of course, no one else is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's going on. Well, except for you.
And this is where I come in.
Right. We just want to find out what sort of technology Mr. House has used to stay alive for all these years. It could be of great benefit to the people we try to help, many of whom suffer from hard-to-diagnose illnesses.
Alright, I'm on it.
Really? Oh. I wasn't expecting you to agree so easily. That's great. Here, take this packet sniffer. It'll allow us to intercept data on Mr. House's network. You might have to manually remove the encryption from his data network, but hopefully you won't have too much trouble. Good luck.
Okay, so the followers of the apocalypse, which is pretty much like a humanitarian... Okay, I was gonna say, can you see this woman's nipples? And you can't, because, like, I would have to blur that out or something.
Hey there, friend. A bit of advice. You look like you could use some protection. Lucky for you, I got what you need. My stock and trade? All kinds of easy-to-hide weapons for slipping into and out of casinos. They won't give you a second glance.
Not interested. Maybe some other time, because I actually
Suit yourself.
already have a bunch of holdout weapons. Okay, yeah, so the Followers of the Apocalypse is a humanitarian group that we've met before. They are in the old Mormon fort and all that good stuff. Alright, so now we're going to head to Novak, and then we will make our way to, I think it was called Cottonwood? Yeah. So, okay, so I fast traveled to Novak, and we're making our way down to Cottonwood Cove, where there should be a barge that will take us to Kaiser. And I found this dude. Obviously, he's standing out in his bright yellow jumpsuit thing. He's got bottle caps he's got an isotope 239 igniting agent, which, if you remember, we needed that for the quest Come Fly With Me. He also has Mr. Radical's journal. And that's really it, and I've never seen this before, so this is very interesting to me. And we're going to go to Mr. Radical's journal and read it. Well, how long is it? Not that long, but I'm kind of interested. Day 1. Love the suit. Can scavenge anywhere now. Screw the rads. I hereby christen myself Mr. Radical. Get it? Ha! Day 4. Suit passed first test with flying. Yellow. Colors. Overnight visit to Yucca Mountain. Didn't go too deep because something big moving around further down the tunnel. Rad level high even where I was. And I didn't feel a tickle. Go rad suit, go! Day 5. Vomited all morning. Didn't splash on suit or I'd be pissed. Must be something I ate. Day 9. Exciting! Ran across old women's scrapyard. Must be old lady Gibson. Bought glowing container for measly 50 caps. Heading for Clark Field to prove suit at higher rad levels. If it holds up, I'm going to pop this jar of goop open and pour it all over me. I bet I could swim in this stuff if I had enough of it. Oh yeah! That's super fun. I have never ever either heard of that or seen that, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm going to continue on to Cottonwood. Alright, so we're nearing Cottonwood Cove. Let's take a look at our map here. Yeah, we are very close, and there's also what looks to be a settlement in front of me. I'm going to save the game. I have absolutely no clue what this is. It says we're in caution, so I'm assuming it has nothing to do with Caesar's Legion. It might be, though. Actually, these are neutral blips. NCR. Okay, so it's actually an NCR establishment. Let's just see what it is really quickly. I think I have been here before. Ranger Station Echo. Keep out. You know what? No, I'm going to walk right in. And I don't think we're going to talk to any of these people because I believe this is a part of a quest that involves a whole bunch of different ranger stations, and talking to them would really only start that quest, and that's not what I want to do right now. So, let's see. How close are we to Cottonwood Cove? We can see the buildings in the distance there. I guess, yeah, we'll just keep moving forward towards it. Okay, let's see. Let's drop down here, not take too much damage. Alright, so far so good. And by the way, if we were to attack... Oh no, you know what? I was going to say, if we were to attack Volpe's, although... Oh wow, this is pretty damn steep. Like I said, yeah, you know, he talks to you and he tells you that Caesar forgives anything that you've done against the Legion. And that's, you know, the game development standpoint, telling you basically like, alright, we don't want you to F this up for yourself, so here you go, you get a free pass, now you can go talk to Caesar and see if you want to work for him or not. But I think if you kill Volpe's, because I think it's the same guy, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is, I think these guys are always hostile towards you if you do kill him. But luckily we didn't anyways. Either way, we've discovered Cottonwood Cove. A lot of people have been telling me to use bunkers, use bedrolls and stuff like that, because, you know, wasting your stim packs obviously is bad. And I'm going to try and do that. Although here it says it's illegal, so we're not going to be able to. Either way.
True to Caesar. You're the one Lucullus said would come. You'll find him waiting for you down at the docks.
Goodbye.
Wale.
I don't know what that means. I don't speak Latin. Okay. So there we have the Vault Boy icon again, and it says Romains Yunt Domus, and I forget exactly what that references. What that references. But I believe it's a Monty Python reference. Yeah, I remember hearing about that, but I don't know exactly what that means. I don't know anything about there I go again, Monty Python. So yeah.
Awe.
Either way, here we have Cursor Lucullus.
Awe, are you ready to head upriver?
What'll happen at the fort?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge, this is the first time Caesar has ever summoned one of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains received this honor.
Who are you calling dissolute?
All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Their very existence is a blight on the common good. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt and self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough.
Oh god, I hate Caesar's Legion. As you'll see, like, they're just a bunch of assholes, basically. I'm ready to travel with you.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place on the boat.
Okay, and it looks like it's going to go ahead and move us somewhere. I think... You know what? No, I was going to say I think it shows the barge moving through the river and all that stuff, but it doesn't. I remember now. It actually just drops you off.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
Okay, so we can say keep holdout weapons just like in the casino. Sure, I agree to disarm.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Okay, now we should still have those 3 holdout weapons that we have, right? Yeah, oh, actually we have 4 now, but I don't think we'll need them. Let's also take a look at the map and see where the hell we are. So we're on this, I was gonna say island, but I guess it's not an island, the fort. Okay, and I guess we're just supposed to find our way? Why is the quest marker telling us to leave? Can we talk to this guy?
You may proceed.
Okay. Let's go ahead and just move forward then, I guess. So here are some skeletons on crosses that I guess they didn't make it. I don't think the people in Nipton are going to make it either. But obviously these people are very, very old-fashioned. And here we have Dale Barton.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the legionaries talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Show me what you have for sale.
Have a look.
Alright, so now we have around 5,000 caps, which is quite an upgrade to where we started. And here we have a slave.
Excuse me.
And I always thought the walking animation was so weird. Look at that. She's just hobbling along. So yeah, the Caesar's Legion. I'm not really a big fan of them. As you can see here, they crucify people alive. They have slaves. You know, they talk about corruption and all that stuff. Basically, the big thing about the Caesar's Legion to me was like hypocrisy. They talk about how everyone's bad except for them and all that stuff, but they utilize slavery. You know, they crucify people alive. It's not, and you can see like there's a red tint over this entire place, sort of to signify that we are not in a friendly area.
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries. I'm quite proud.
I think that is the same voice actor as Mr. Holdout. Open fort drawbridge. Let's do it. Okay, and it's still strange to me that we don't have a quest marker leading to Caesar himself. You grinding? Legionary blacksmith, huh? You just grinding, using the grinding wheel? Okay. This looks to be like an arena of some sorts.
You here to fight in the arena? Then you're talking to the right man.
Not right now.
Go.
Especially without my weapons, but I guess I don't really remember too much about this arena, but I'm guessing they give you weapons. Either way, let's move forward and head to this tent right here.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
One thing that's cool about the Caesar's Legion, though, is they tend to have cool haircuts and cool facial hair. Gotta admire them. Tent flap to Caesar's tent. Okay, and they're utilizing Legion mongrels, which actually look more like wolves than dogs. And who do we have here? Looks like we have Benny, but his hands are bound. Interesting. And right in the center, we have Caesar.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right? I mean, a man nearly kills you, and your response is to track him across the breadth of the Mojave? You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat? You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
Just let me deal with Benny and I'll be on my way.
Benny is my prisoner. You don't deal with him unless you've dealt with me. Don't worry. You'll get the platinum chip he was carrying, and then you'll use it like I tell you to. The time is fast approaching when my Legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
Everyone's trying to manipulate Arizona, but Arizona is not a man to be manipulated. How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West blind and deaf. It hasn't been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile.
What are you saying I have to do?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are two steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more interesting, there's a slot about the same size as the chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
What's on the other side of those doors?
Benny's theory, if I understood it through all the screaming, was that Mr. House stashed some kind of ultimate weapon down there. A gigantic robot to stomp us all to death. Who cares? Whatever it is, House built it. So I want it destroyed.
Can't your legionaries take care of this?
Yes, but then I'd have to kill them. You don't get it, do you? The weapons I wield are forged from blood, flesh, sinew, bone. Mortal stuff. Fragile, even. And yet my legion obeys me even unto death. Why? Because they live to serve the greater good, and they know of no alternatives. House's machines, his technologies. What do they propose? The possibility of victory without sacrifice. No blood spilled, just rivets. That's not an idea to be put in circulation. If mankind's going to survive this moment in history, it needs warriors, not gadgets.
And once I'm inside?
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him.
Okay. We've actually been given the platinum chip, which all the commotion was about. Very hard locked footlocker. That is intriguing me a lot, and I believe I remember what's in here. Let's see if we can open that. If we get behind this chair, do we have the lockpick? No, we don't. We also have a Mark III auto dock. This is a Mark III auto dock, primarily used for routine surgeries. However, the diagnostic scanning unit is burnt out, rendering this auto dock useless. Alright, interesting. Let's take a look at our quests now. Because, again, we have all these quests dealing with the same thing. Wildcard change in management. Return to Yes Man. Kill or disable Mr. House. Render unto Kaiser. Demolish Mr. House's bunker under the weather station. The moon. Nope. The house always wins. Bring the platinum chip to Mr. House. Wildcard side bets. And that's dealing with all of the various factions. Yeah. So we don't have to do what Kaiser is telling us to do, but the thing is, I do want revenge on Benny here.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
You have no one to blame but yourself, Benny.
Did I say I blame society? I know why I'm here, baby. Do you? Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go?
He gave me the platinum chip.
Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig?
Kaiser says I get to decide how you die.
Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning?
Maybe we should fight it out in the arena, fair and square.
You'd do that for me, baby? Don't tease if you don't mean it.
Okay, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever done that. I think usually... Oh, it's because I always play good guys and, like, I let him escape. And you can slip him a bobby pin and then he'll escape and all that, but that is not how we're going to handle it with Arizona. Either way, we're going to end this episode here, ladies and gentlemen, and we will continue in the next one. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys there.